MTG Scoundrels. It's in the cardboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, scoundrels of all ages, welcome back to another episode of Modern Mondays. Today on the docket, we have Orzhov Energy versus Boros Energy. The Orzhov player looking to make a new spin on the energy list, and of course, Boros Energy is still the best deck in the format in terms of representation, though one would argue that Affinity and Amulet Titan might be a little bit better, but Boros Energy is still a very powerful deck and will be widely represented in your local metas. Looks like going to 6 here for the Boros player. Cracking a Flooded Strand, casting a Ragavan, and passing the turn. Ragavan's still good in this world. It's really found a home in these energy lists as a way to turbo out more threats the earlier it gets in. And of course in Jeskai Blink as well. Marsh Flat's getting cracked. It looks like we'll be at 17 all. Godless Shrine being found here. Will it be a Guide of Souls? Yes, it will. Passing. Here's an Arena of Glory. Into a Goblin Bombardment. That's exactly what Boros Energy wants to do. Ragavan getting in. Guide of Souls going to get in front of it here. Which makes some sense. Letting Ragavan run wild is not good. But here's a Thoughtseize. Showing a Ajani and Flage in a land. Taking the Ajani. Bring us to 15 to 17. There's an Arid Mesa. Cracking it. Well, that is aggressive. Thoughtseizing the Flage away. That'll bring us to 10 to 17. So the white-black energy player really banking on the 4th land not being found by the Boros Energy player. We'll see how aggressive they get. There's an Overlord of the Baelmerk. Flip. There's an Esper Sentinel, a Chthonian Nightmare, Phalia, and a Solitude. You kind of have to take this. Oh, nope, taking the Guide of Souls. It's probably right to take the Solitude there. Oh, and cracking the Arid Mesa. Trying to double spell. Like, I get it, you're short on life, but you got a white card in hand. Boros Energy going to get another look at possibly a land off the top. Both players shuffling. Achievement unlocked. Oh, actually got rid of the land. Possibly just trying to play around a Solitude already being in hand? Or could just already have the 4th. Sacred Foundry coming in, going to take 2. Yeah, just going to haste out this Arena of Glory, or excuse me, this Flage with the Arena of Glory. Oh, and scooping them up from there. Read the bluff. game 1, going to Boros Energy. Thank you all so much for watching us here at MTG Scoundrels. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. Be a friend, tell a friend. Check out our latest video, of course, which was Leonardo Combo versus Affinity. And check out our format overview in the video of what should you play in Modern in 2026. That video did phenomenally well, and some of you may be watching this video thanks to watching that one. But if you haven't seen it yet, go there, watch it, like the video, comment on it, and of course comment, like, and all that good stuff for this one as well. We are moving on to sideboards, and when it comes to the Boros Energy list, they see black cards, they generally bring in Celestial Purge. You see Overlord and any form of enchantments. You probably bring in Wear Tears here, which can really act as removal for the Overlord as well. And you don't know what other black cards they may be running, so just good ideas to bring those in. Maybe a piece of Graveyard Hate or two at most. When it comes to the white-black energy list, surprisingly no Fatal Pushes in the main deck, so probably bringing those in. And I wouldn't be surprised if Graveyard Trespasser sees some play here as well. Really just a good answer to Flage, and a good way to kind of control what graveyards are doing, specifically the number of cards in graveyards, because that is pretty pertinent for these Flages, and if you can actually exile Flage, that's even better. It really helps stem the tide of life lost when you're playing Thoughtseize, which kind of makes you a little weak to the go wide strategy of Boros, even though you are doing Guide of Souls, Ocelot, Pride stuff. Granted, I think both decks will bring in Wrath of the Skies here as well. It's easily your best sweeper going into the meta and hits multiple things, so anticipate that. Moving on to our ads, definitely check out our friends, Grove Warden Games, a wonderful place to storm out and hosts of our channel. Link to their store is in the description below, and they are working on getting their cards set up specifically to sell online, so definitely check that out when you get the chance. Wonderful people over at Grove Warden Games. Of course, artists of our channel, Sean Gerard, they make wonderful art, open to new projects, whether that's a professional setting or a personal setting. Definitely reach out to them. We love their art here and appreciate all the work they've done to help the channel. Their Instagram is up on the screen and their email is down below. Definitely check them out. And of course, last but not least, check out our socials. We are at MTG Scoundrels over on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. Most active over on Blue Sky. And of course, we are in these comments as well of all of our videos, so feel free to interact with us there. Let us know what deck you want to be playing in this RCQ season, or what deck you think is the best to play. It is a little bit of a wide open format. There's definitely tiers to this, and mastery of a deck goes a long way as long as you're playing powerful stuff. So definitely let us know what you're going to be playing in the description, or excuse me, in the comment section below. And reach out to us over on our social media pages as well. And with that, we're moving on to game number 2. All right, looking here at game number 2. Oh, goodness. Is Boros Energy going to 5 here? It kind of looks like that's going to be the case. Tossing an Arena of Glory and something else it looks like. Here is... Whew. Well, that's what you want to do if you're looking at somebody going to 5, Thoughtseize. Take that discharge. It's tempting to take, Bombardment, but getting rid of removal is not a bad option here either. So I'll bring us to 18 to 20. Snow-covered plains and pass. Flooded Strand being cracked for an elegant parlor. Surveil incoming. keeping it on top. Passing from there. Sacred Foundry coming in. They'll bring us to 18 and 17. But passing from there, Failure coming in on the end step. Alright. There is a land coming in to deal 3 damage from the Winch Enchanter backside, and here is an Overlord of the Balemerc. Milling 4. Ooh, hitting a Guide and a Pride. Taking the Guide here. Felia attacking. Targeting the Overlord. In response, Celestial Purge to deal with the Overlord. So that'll get exiled. Felia's going to deal 2 damage. So that'll bring us to 15 all. Here's a Guide of Souls, passing from there. Passing again. Not playing out the Goblin Bombardment. Well, there's a Starfield Shepherd. That'll gain a life. Go searching probably for an Ocelot Pride. And of course an energy gained as well. Of course with Failure here, can possibly flicker that Starfield Shepherd. End up getting 2 1-drops out of the deal. But there's the Ocelot Pride as we mentioned. Casting it. Looks like Boros player deciding if they're going to target something in response to the cast. Only 7 permanents on the battlefield currently. Will only go up to 8 on the end step. If everything stands as is. So gaining the life. That'll bring us to 17 to 15. And Galvanic Discharge is going to deal with the Failure. So Failure down. Starfield Shepherd is going to warp out. And another... Excuse me, the first cat token will enter here. Gain a life, get another energy. Bring us to 18 to 15. Still no third land for the Boros player. But gonna go ahead and run out the Goblin Bombardment now. Marsh Flats. Another Ocelot Pride. Gaining a life and another energy. But just scooping them up from there. Game 2, going to Orzhov and the Energy Mirror. Sometimes that is what you have to do. It's hope the Boros Energy deck stumbles on mana. If that's the case, you have a pretty good shot of, if you have a little bit of hand disruption, of getting through the matchup. Granted, in Modern right now, going to 5 isn't good for anybody. So thank you all for watching us here at MTG Scoundrels. We appreciate you all. Like and subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. We have more Modern content coming your way, generally every week, unless, you know, I need a break, but we are pretty on top of it in terms of having consistent content for you all. So, once again, thank you. Appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown the channel. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is bonkers. We'll probably hit 900 by the time this video comes out. So thank you all so much again. It'll be a little interesting what Orzhov does here on the draw. So we know the Boros Energy list is not that any modern deck isn't, but the Boros Energy list is usually a very good deck on the play. It almost looks like to me they're already thinking about keeping it. Orzhov, though, sending it back. We're really starting to see what the best decks in the format are at this point. Boros Energy, of course. The most consistent deck in Jund of the format. Jeskai Blink has been putting up incredible numbers the past couple of weeks. We're even seeing a resurgence of Goryo's Vengeance. And of course Affinity and Amulet Titan will continue to put up numbers. Amulet Titan will put up the most numbers in paper, simply because there's some loops you just really can't do in a timely manner on Magic Online. More specifically, those loops with Odawara and Beseju, where you can essentially remove all their permanents and destroy all their lands. Looking at 6 here for the Orzhov Energy list. Alright, keeping 6, putting back a Witch Enchanter, it looked like. Which is a bold move, Cotton. See how that pans out. Elegant Parlor getting us started, surveilling a Sacred Foundry to the bin. Dueling Elegant Parlors here. Must only have so many surveil lands. Just chose a one that they could fetch off of any of their fetches. Arena of Glory. Into an Ajani Nakatl Pariah. That'll come with a 2/1 cat. This is the start Boros Energy likes to have. There is a Marsh Flats getting cracked. That'll bring us to 19 to 20. Well, Blood Moon might come out. Going and getting a basic, not a bad idea if you're the Orzhov list. Just trying to make sure that it's not a problem. There's a Guide of Souls. There's an Ocelot Pride. This is a classic energy matchup. So I'll bring us back to 20 to 20. And that'll make it 21 to 20 with the cat entering on the end step. Sacred Foundry coming in for the Boros Energy player. Oh, and there is Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury. That's going to take out the Guide of Souls here. So I'll bring it to 21 all. And passing. 2 decent blockers here for the Boros Energy player. The Orzhov player not 100% sure what they're going to do. Oh. Okay, looks like they're going to play the backside of a Bogart Trawler. And here is a Graveyard Trespasser. So that's going to exile the Flage and bring us to 19 to 20. And it is day. On the end step, a cat gets made off the Ocelot Pride. Still only 7 permanents on the battlefield for the energy player. There's an Arid Mesa. No mana issues this game. That's one hell of a day-night token. The greatest mechanic in WotC history. Tapping 1 Here's a guide of souls of their own. If there was a bombardment in hand here, that would be huge. Arid Mesa going to get cracked. That'll bring us to 19 all. Finding a plains. Into a seasoned pyromancer. Trigger on the stack. Discarding 2 cards. Drawing 2, making 2 dudes. So that's going to gain 3 life here, bring us to 19 to 22. Also have 3 energy. Cat token going to get in, attacking for 4. Bring us to 15 to 22. Has a flying counter. So it can't be blocked, thanks to that Guide of Souls. Here's a Phyrexian Tower of all things. Fatal Push is going to deal with the Ajani. Just really got to do that. It's a red permanent on the battlefield. Makes it to where no cats can be blocked. Guess the real question is, oh, I'm going to wait here. Nope, spell was cast. It is not night. Marsh Flat's getting cracked. Do we see another plains? Oh, no. Elegant Parlor here. Boros Energy player going digging. Putting a Thraben Charm into the bin. Trying to set up being able to cast Flage and then haste it out the following turn off its escape cost. Passing from here, Felia is going to enter on the end step. If you like permanents, this game is for you. Overlord of the Baelmert coming in. Milling 4. Oh, Wrath of the Skies, Starfield Shepherd, and Guide of Souls are the targets that you can have here. Well, specifically the Starfield Shepherd and the Guide. The Wrath of the Skies is just unfortunate to mill over. Taking the Guide here. Oh, there is Guide Pride in hand. All right, Phalia and Graveyard Trespasser getting in. Exiling the Ajani. That'll bring us to 16 to 20. Targeting the Overlord. And Wear Tear here is going to deal with the Overlord. Deciding possibly to chump with the Seasoned Pyromancer to kill the Phalia. Taking 3. That'll bring us to 16 to 17. Seasoned Pyromancer is in the bin. But here's the follow-up play. Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride. Gaining a life, bringing us to 17 to 17. 3 energy. End step. Make 6 cats. And gain 6 life and the City's Blessing. Staring down the battlefield. Tough position. And scooping him up. Gain set match. Going to white-black energy. Oh, Wrath of the Skies off the top it would have been. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, thank you all so much for watching us here at MTG Scoundrels. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. Be a friend, tell a friend. And we will see you all next week.